We are live. Okay, great. Now I'm going to put you here, Dan. So I'm going to share a screen. Gosh, this technology. So now everything is recording, Dan. It's live now, literally, just to give you that heads up. Now I'm going to put in our meet giveaway. I want to make sure I have all the materials ready to go so that we can start this. It's supposed to start in 4 minutes, but we're a little bit early. And let me make sure I have everything ready to go. Awesome. Perfect. We will wait for 3:30 to show up, but people, here we go. Potato Head, it's live. I know, Dan, you can't see this, but I'm gonna Potato Head, it says it's live. Hi, Mr. Potato Head. This is Daniel Johnson. He is the CEO of manybidets.com. You're a little early. Thanks for being here with us.
This is exciting.
Absolutely. I'm just getting things ready. Potato Head. Yeah, this emoji is a potato head. Oh, Hangman says, can you need the same roid band and toy? Oh, with the questions right off the bat. We can maybe get to that towards the end. I want to introduce Daniel Johnson, who's the CEO of Many Bidets. I'm going to keep saying this as long as people comment here, so that we know who's on the screen. I am trying to get my questions up here so that we'll be ready to go. But 3:30 is going to be the official drawing time. I want to introduce Daniel to all you guys. We'll wait a little bit longer till we get to that part so that we have everybody here. Okay. So TS 1964. Hey, good to see you too. Nice to meet you. This is Daniel Johnson, the CEO of manybidets.com.
Hey, everyone.
So we're just waiting till 3:30 to get everything going. Thanks for being here early. Appreciate that. Appreciate you very much. Again, I'm trying to find that email. I don't know why I can't find
Are
it.
you looking for the contestants?
I'm looking for actually the questions I was going to ask you for.
Oh, yeah, it's further up in the thread. I can bring it back to the forefront if you'd like.
Yeah, no, it's all good. I just need to should be here.
Here.
Okay, here we go. Got it. All right, we're ready to go. Now I'm ready to focus. Okay, good.
Is that dinging coming through?
Yeah, I did hear it. It's not too bad though.
Okay.
All right. Sorry, no disrespect. No disrespect at all, Hangman. I know he asked the question first about the banding twice. But can it be done? Yes, of course it can. Yeah, and if it's feasible, sure, because sometimes the hemorrhoid is a bit big, so it may have room for 2 interventions. So I hope that helps you. TS 1964, I'll be interested in his product. Yeah, Dan has many products is the one thing. And there's many ways to skin the bidet, in other words. But Dan and I have been working this past year, and it's been a fantastic partnership. I hope you guys have really been enjoying the content surrounding the bidet. And if you've been considering and actually bought one, or have called Dan, I hope that it's been a great experience for all of you. Because bidet has literally changed my life. We've got a few more minutes until we're going to launch the programming for today. But thanks so much for being here, guys. Mr. DMC006, can the bidet fit any toilet model? Wow. Dan, I'm going to let you take this one away. That's his question. Can the bidet fit any toilet model?
They can fit about 98, 99% of toilets. There are a few that they won't fit, specifically toilets with what's called a French curve, and it has to be a tight French curve for it to not fit. But we have customer service reps who can walk you through exactly what that means. They're based in the US, and we do our very best never to let a call go to voicemail during office hours. So definitely feel free to reach out and we can walk you through it. We have some YouTube videos on it. But yeah, 99% of the toilets out there, but they will fit.
Oh, that's really encouraging to hear, Dan, because man, sometimes we can't help but be stuck with the toilet that we're renting from a landlord. So
Right.
that's super, super encouraging to hear you can find a solution for people. Okay, well, it is 3:30 right now. I see the questions coming in, and Dan, I know, is super happy to give you his perspective because he definitely wants to help all of us, and he's already helped me, myself included. But I want to introduce all of you to Daniel Johnson, who is the CEO of ManyBidets.com, who has been a great sponsor and partner to have on this channel and in this community. He's approached me. This is kind of Bill backstory. He's approached me about his mission to seek out people that are suffering like us and to find and also help us with our social conscience being more clean, which is very important to all of us as well too. But thank you very much for attending the live giveaway. I just want to again, of course, give a prompt and appropriate introduction to Dan because he's hosting this event, which we're all super thankful for. So thank you, Dan. Can you please introduce yourself and tell us about manybidets.com, please?
Yeah. So you've already done a great job of giving a little backstory, but I started back in 2013. I had irritable bowel syndrome and hemorrhoids nonstop as a result. And because of your line of work, and a lot of those watching know what how crazy it is to try to live with that and what a hidden shame and pain that is.
Yeah.
So I was trying to find a solution. I would go to a friend's house, need to use the restroom, go through a roll of toilet paper, and I would literally start sweating from nerves, being like, am I going to be clean before I run through my entire friend's roll of toilet paper? Like, it was a nightmare.
Oh my gosh, so many of us can totally identify.
Yeah, so that made my discovery of bidets just be a light bulb moment for me. Since I started using a bidet back in 2013, my hemorrhoids completely disappeared. If I have a really bad stool day back to back, sometimes I'll have a little bit of blood, but that's as bad as it gets, right? So from a hemorrhoid standpoint, not a single hemorrhoid since. But it didn't take long, say a couple of months, for me to be like, this is a real solution and I'm not the only one suffering from this. I should start selling them because people in the US don't know about them. So that's kind of where my mission started.
Wow, yeah, IBS is so common in the modern world, and I think it's just becoming more pervasive. It's just a word that's as common as the word car. I mean, it's probably one of the first words that we learn. It's because first thing in our vocabulary when it comes to GI issues. And you're right, hemorrhoids are very common with that. And yes, I'm so glad you're able to find that solution with a bidet because I find relief with my hemorrhoids as well. But that itching that can come with some sources, right? Like the cleanliness, if that can be cleared out with the bidet, which it has for me, my life and my mind is that much clearer. So I mean, that's a really huge light bulb moment for you. It had to have been.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you for telling us your story and how that got started. I got to ask you a tough question here. What differentiates many bidets from the breast? Why should we come to you, Dan?
That's actually one of the questions I really love because I worked in customer service for almost a decade before I started Many Bidets. And so with the company that I worked for, I saw all the different things that could be done with customer service poorly. And when I decided to start Many Bidets, I said, I'm going to make sure I have as much of the opposite experience for my customers as I can. So what you get coming to us is you get real people in the US who have been thoroughly trained with bidets and have tried a lot of the different bidets that we sell and are going to be ready in a moment's notice to help out. But not only that, one of the things that unsurprisingly, we find is people are a little bit hesitant to share their actual reason for wanting a bidet. And so they'll reach out and they will either beat around the reason why they want a bidet, or they'll apologize before telling us why they want a bidet. And we need that information if we're going to give them the best recommendation, because all of that data plays into what we're going to recommend they purchase. But on our end, not only being knowledgeable and being present, but also empathetic, and knowing that a lot of us have had bowel issues ourselves, so we can empathize because we've been there. And so if you're reaching out to us about a bidet, you don't need to feel alone or isolated. Instead, you should feel like you can talk to us about these things, because that's why we're here and we want to help. And in order to help, we need to hear about what you're dealing with, and it's a real issue and it needs solving.
I love that, guys. You know, I mean, if you can't tell already, Dan is a real person. You know, he's a genuine person, if you can't tell. I mean, it's probably what you guys saw about me in my first videos. I think Dan is coming across now as a genuine person who struggled himself and has found a mission to help others just like us, right? And I think the customer service aspect, factoring in your medical conditions, right? Obviously, he's not doing any diagnosing, he's not doing the treatment per se, but he is genuinely interested in making sure you find a fit. And, you know, whether that is using something that's like the full-on bidet, something that's a smaller, you know, piece, you know, he wants to know your preferences so he can match something up. And I think customer service is such a lost art these days. And I definitely appreciate you being interested in our medical issues. I think that's super cool to be able to talk about that. Isn't that right? You're a family-owned business as well, too, right?
That's correct. So family owned and mostly operated. We have myself, my brother, a couple of my cousins, and then other close friends working for us. So yeah, it's a real small, really tight-knit group of people. So
Yeah, I mean, that's, you know, when people can talk about their own issues in front of each other and work with each other about these issues, that is huge, guys. I mean, if you call another company, customer service department, you'll probably get somebody from overseas, okay? Someone who has never heard of a bottom end issue, is just going off of a script and is going off of whatever they're told to say, okay, not ever asking you guys a question, that's not ideal. I think that makes the experience less personal, and therefore less helpful. So I appreciate that, Dan, a lot. My last question is, how does somebody reach out to you guys? What are some great modes of communication?
yeah, so we have quite a few. You can always email us at support@minibidets.com. You can call us 248-974-4030, or you can go out to minibidets.com and fill out our contact us form or live chat with us.
Live chat.
People will,
Nice.
yep, people will even come out to our live chat and ask us bizarre questions to be like, are you an AI bot or are you a real person? Because that's the world we live in now. But we don't use bots or anything. So anytime that you're talking on live chat or on the phone, you're talking to a real person. But yeah, any of those methods, and we're happy to do any combination of the above, you know, depending on your needs and what's easiest for you to communicate through. So
I appreciate that very much, Dan. So just remember, guys, any mode of communication, it's an actual real human being, someone with DNA, okay?
that's right.
I know you had some random questions for me to go over, so let's do that, and then we can get to the giveaway.
Awesome. So first of all, being that you are in a field very connected to what we do, and knowing that a lot of people have a lot of different concerns about bidets that keep them from trying bidets, I was curious what your concerns were originally before getting a bidet, and what caused you to wait to get a bidet, and then what made you finally take the leap. I know it's a multi-point. question.
I've always thought bidets were disgusting. Pure, plain and simple, which now comes from pure ignorance, right? It's really about the toilet paper lobby scandal or conspiracy, I'll call it. Born and trained on toilet paper. That's all I know. And that's the only way to get clean. You've got to have that clean champagne wipe, and that's how you know you're done. So, spraying water from everywhere, using water like a water fountain, even though I'll do that all day long, I no way would I use a bidet. So, a lot of miscommunication. That's what the barrier was hygiene.
Sure.
However, once I, just took the leap, it's some of the stuff you just can't clear off your head. But once I put it on, you guys sent me one to try. It is way cleaner. Okay, this stuff shoots off, and I look in the toilet after I'm done doing a number two. I'll flush the number two, and then I'll use the bidet. It'll spray and shoot the junk off, and I'll look down below, and I'll see all that stuff that could be smeared all over my skin to a thin invisible film. It's now just shot and just essentially fell into the toilet. And then of course the benefits of always having a clean tissue wipe when I dry myself off. Okay, that was it for me. I said, and then of course the health benefits. Much because I have very soft, like I've shared with all you guys, frozen yogurt type poops, which is extremely difficult to keep clean. But whenever that stuff works its way out after walking for about 5 to 10 minutes, I'm dirty again. And so I've got to go back, and the bidet is the most efficient way. Yep, Mr. Potato Head says crap everywhere. That's it. That's exactly it. Okay. This bidet has transformed my life. I'm in the bidet kick. I'm a believer.
Awesome. That is great to hear. You kind of might have already answered my second question.
Oh,
And that is, what's your favorite feature?
it's got to be the warm toilet seat.
There you go.
When you get up first thing in the morning, you've got to do the number two, like so many people in their routine. You don't even like to feel the cold tile or cold carpet on your toes. So sitting on a warm seat that is just like it's like a fresh pot of coffee in the morning. That's that kind of satisfaction.
That is actually the number one response we get too, even from people who originally say I could do without the warm seat. So that's funny to hear you say that.
Yes,
That's great.
guys, seriously consider the warm seat. The quality of life, it's that little bit that makes a huge difference.
Awesome. Is there anyone for whom you'd not recommend a bidet?
You know what? And I think that's a great question. I would actually say nobody. So meaning I would recommend the bidet to every single body and every single human on earth. Okay. Why do I say that? So I'd say that if you have an anus, you can benefit from cleanliness. And that is a basic knowledge fact, right? Because after we do number two, we've got to be able to clear the debris. So if you've got an anus, there isn't any medical condition out there that would prevent you from using one. Maybe temporarily if you've had surgery there, right? You have tender wounds. You got a tender fissure that just developed. You have a tender hemorrhoid that just developed. But you can still, if your bidet that you get from Dan can really tone it down, or if you're able to mute that impulse right from the spray gun, then you can definitely still benefit from using, because some of the shower just isn't enough. There are people without an anus, right? If it's surgically removed, maybe they were born without an anus. There's people exist out there, but I would still recommend a bidet. Why, Dr. Chung? There's nothing to wipe if there's no anus. And I will say it is still an area that doesn't get much sunlight or much breathing room. Okay, it's still a sweaty area, an area for certain bacteria to grow. We still have the front area, the genitalia and the urine from the front. So cleanliness is still very helpful there. The other thing, it's a tough area to access and reach and clean there. So the bidet, when we get older, like I'm not going to be able to reach my butt. My butt cheeks are probably going to be so big I can't get my wrist around and reach the corner. So I'm going to like the bidet. I'm going to appreciate that. So to answer the question, I would recommend it to everyone. It should be installed in every toilet in a new home, in my opinion.
Well, I definitely agree with that. Um, but I think you kind of answered my last question as well, which is there anyone who you'd say a bidet is a must-have for?
Oh yeah, I did. I think bidets are for everyone. We should teach children with bidets. It's also environmentally responsible, okay?
Yeah.
All this toilet paper product and trees that were cut down. You can't recycle toilet paper. That stuff goes into the drains and then is fished out and thrown to dumpsters. I think this bidet it's completely renewable. It is something that is sustainable. It's a very good solution all the way around. I think we're definitely winners with this.
Awesome. Well, that's all I got.
Thank you, Dan, for the questions, and thank you again for
Yeah.
being here. I'm just going through the questions. Hello to everyone who is just joining in. This is Daniel Johnson, the CEO of ManyBidets.com, who is sponsoring this wonderful giveaway. And so thank you again for doing this. So we're going to get to the giveaway from right now. And I've got to tell you guys, thank you so much for participating with the channel. Let me tell you how many entries we've had in this contest. We've had it open for about 4 to 6 weeks, and we have 136 people to enter the contest. So I know somebody asked in the comment section, how do we enter? I'm sorry, we had to close it today. I try to do my best to really announce it, but I apologize. The next giveaway, maybe we'll consider for the future, and we'll do a better job getting it out to you. But again, 136. So how are we going to draw the winner? Well, I guess we're going to let AI do it. You don't let AI do your job, Dan. I'm going to let AI do some of mine. So I'm going to close the window here because what I'm going to do is open the random number generator. So just to tell you, Dan, you're off the screen now temporarily. And we're going to the random number generator is right here. Okay, so I know there's a delay in YouTube, but that's okay. So you can see I've got on my window here, we got the minimum, number one person, and then we have the maximum, which is number 136. One caveat here I got to tell you guys is that it's open just to the US only. Right, Dan, is that correct? Canada? Oh, we did do Canada. Okay, I was about to say, like, there's some Canadians here, and oh, perfect, because I apologize, Canada. That's nothing. I'm not profiling against you. So we got 1 through 136. This includes the Canadians. We appreciate you guys, and we're gonna just do the number generation twice because we're gonna do it once to make sure that the number is working, and then the second time will be for real. So here we go. I'm gonna press generate button, and the number for this practice round is number 23. So that's who the winner will be. Will be 23 on my list. All right, so the grand prize winner. We're gonna do a countdown from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and clicking the number, we are at 27. Lucky number 27. Congratulations to you. You are the winner of the EcoNova bidet. And number 27 on this list is Mr. Rick Pierce from the US of A. Congratulations, Dan. I'm going to bring back on the screen so that you can say a few words for us.
Excellent.
Right, you're back on the screen.
Well, thank you so much for handling all tech tied to that giveaway. Congratulations to our winner. You can expect an email from us with details on how to claim your free bidet. For everyone else who joined but did not win, we will be sending you an email with details about how to get some discounts on a bidet. So stay tuned for that. And of course, anyone tuning in here who missed the opportunity to participate in this because you're just finding out about it, we're absolutely going to be doing future giveaways and promotions together. So you don't need to worry about that. And we're absolutely happy to offer you discounts as well. So yeah, reach out, and yeah, we'll be in touch. If you were part of the giveaway with either the details on how to get your free seat or with discount details as well. So
excellent. Thank you so much, Daniel. And
thank you.
congratulations again to the winner, Rick Pierce. I appreciate you, of course, giving the coupon out for all the other entries so that everybody feels like a winner. But really, for you being there for us, of course, we're all winners, right? Before we close this whole thing out, I want to go through the questions that came through here. Dan, great question. Someone asked, Lisa B says, how easy are they to clean?
They're not too bad. They're very similar to a standard traditional toilet seat. The one exception is that because it's a bit bulkier in the back can be a little bit trickier, but most of our seats have a little button that you can press in to slide the seat off the toilet, which allows you to get under that area and clean it well. So that's really the big thing, but they're not really that much more complicated than a standard toilet seat.
Yeah, and I'll add to that, Dan, like, you know, because the way the toilet, my bidet fits anyway, that's the EcoNova, it doesn't really get underneath the seat. So it's just a matter of dusting off. You're not going to find poop back there, okay? I know it's everybody's fear. Someone said, more people are older now, and with that comes these problems. Absolutely, Mr. Hangman, no argument. Let's see, thumbs up, viewers. Cold or warm water, Hangman says. Do you have any input on this, Dan? What do you think?
Warm water. So feedback that we have gotten from customers is that the warm seat and the warm water both help with bowel release. And so the general vibe that we've gotten, and you could probably speak to this, Dr. Chung, is that you might clench a little bit when you sit on a cold toilet seat, or you might clench a little bit when you have cold water hit you. So you actually get cleaner, we find, using warm water because the warm water doesn't make you clench. So warm water all the way, in my opinion.
Totally agreement. I think that's a very good, I'm always talking about spasm, anal spasm, muscle just clenching up like a fist, and it just requires more time, requires you to give more energy into it, some more oomph. And wow, using a bidet before you go number 2, guys, with warm water, is that something like, is that blowing your mind? I think I might try that now, because that's actually a really, really good idea. Nice, Dan.
And you actually have one of the few seats that have what we call the sits back feature, which is an oscillating hot and cold massage. That does wonders for me personally in stimulating a bowel movement, just for the record.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to try that then, because I used it once. I'm like, I don't see the point in this. But now that I see the testimonial, I'm going to give it a shot now. Lady LXM, I use very warm water with my shower hose. Works wonders. So I think that's your prelim to the bidet world. The thing with the bidet is that it targets where you want the water, and it's temperature controlled within like 2 seconds. Okay, it never showers icy cold water on me. I'm not sitting there with my entire legs and my entire body wet. Don't have to get the shower entirely wet. This is super convenient, but not to say that you're wrong at all. Dan, would you have anything to say to that?
I agree. I think it's the perfect intro into why a bidet is a good option. And you're right, with an electric bidet, the water's hot almost instantly. So yeah, you're in really good shape there, just from a comfort standpoint and a hygiene standpoint.
Yes, absolutely. Fallen Ace says, once you go bidet, you never go back.
Agreed.
And YSI 42 says, crap, I wish I knew about this. And Mr. Potato Head says, congratulations. So thank you very much to everyone who's here for this extra special event. Daniel, thank you again. Everyone have a wonderful and a safe holiday and many wishes for an excellent new year. Do you have any other closing remarks, Dan?
Not much. Dr. Chung, I appreciate you doing this with us. It is so great to have such a well-respected, knowledgeable expert in the field partnering with us. And I just really appreciate everything that you do, not only bidet related, but just in the field as a whole. So I appreciate you and everything that you've put into this. And I love our partnership because we're, we here at Mini Bidets focus on being authentic, and I can feel that in you as well. So I just appreciate everything that you bring to the table. So thanks for doing this giveaway with us.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you so much. All right. Well, guys, it's been a great day. Have a great rest of your night and holiday. Bye, everyone.
Thanks, guys.
All right.